Spanish FA president surprises Barcelona before El Clásico. In a move that has caused unprecedented waves in Spanish and international football circles, the president of the Spanish Football Federation, Mr. Rafael Lozano, made fiery statements that have shocked the Spanish football establishment. His blunt and forward-looking remarks have stunned everyone, including fans, media, and pundits, as he made a clear declaration about the future of Barcelona. Barcelona is the #1 contender, the strongest and the most complete team, not just to win the Copa del Rey, but to dominate football in Spain and Europe for years to come. The setting: a fiery El Clásico final. The Copa del Rey final between Barcelona and Real Madrid is scheduled for Saturday, April 26, 2025, at the La Cartuja Stadium in Seville. It is one of the most highly anticipated matches in recent years. This El Clásico final will be the third encounter between the two giants this season, but it carries an extra layer of significance. The season is on the line, and the dominance of Spanish football is teetering between past legacies and current prowess. Lozano, who is not known for making emotional or passionate statements, seemed to break the traditional neutrality of his position and boldly declared, "I'll say it clearly, without flattery or excessive diplomacy. Barcelona is the strongest team right now, both domestically and in Europe. They've reached a level of tactical discipline and technical harmony under Hans Flick that makes it almost impossible for any team to face them." On Real Madrid and Ancelotti, Lozano didn't ignore the current situation of Real Madrid, particularly with their veteran manager Carlo Ancelotti, who stands on the edge of a season that could end in disappointment. He said, "Ancelotti is a great manager, and his history speaks for itself. But this season, he's in a very precarious position. The dramatic elimination from the Champions League at the hands of Arsenal with a 5-1 loss has had a deep impact, not only on the fans but also in the locker room. The Copa del Rey final is his last lifeline, his final battle to exit on a high." Lozano added with a hint of skepticism about Real Madrid's chances. But does he have the tools to stop this Catalan monster? I doubt it. Because when you face a team like Barcelona right now, you're not just playing against 11 players. You're playing against a system that swallows its opponents from the very first second. The greatest shift. Flick revives Barcelona. Lozano then delved into the real reason behind Barcelona's overwhelming superiority, crediting German coach Hans Flick, who he described as the mentality that changed everything. He said, "Since Flick's arrival, the team's philosophy has completely changed. It's no longer just about individual skills or footballing heritage. They now rely on collective intelligence, strict organization, and calculated transitions." Flick has turned Barcelona into a well-oiled machine that shows no mercy. He continued his analysis. "Look at how Barcelona presses in the final third, how they build attacks from the back with German precision, and how they transition from defense to attack in seconds. This isn't by accident. It's the result of hard work from a coaching staff that knows exactly what they want, with players capable of executing their ideas with astonishing accuracy." A cryptic message to all. In a moment that seemed to be directed at all of Barcelona's rivals, both within Spain and beyond, Lozano issued a direct message. Whoever wants to take down Barcelona this season must be exceptional. They must bring something out of the ordinary, because Barcelona today is playing on a different level. Higher, purified, more mature. There's no room for mistakes against this team. He added with a confident look at the audience, "I see them as Copa champions. I see them marching confidently toward winning La Liga. And I see them as the closest to lifting the Champions League. This isn't an exaggeration. This is a realistic assessment of the situation." Barcelona. Between past, present, and future, Lozano also pointed out the psychological transformation within the Barcelona squad. Barcelona no longer fears anyone. That belief from the days of Pep Guardiola is back. But now, with greater maturity and German discipline, Hans Flick has rebuilt the mentality. He's made every player in the squad feel like they are invincible. And that's the most dangerous thing about them. He concluded, "Are we witnessing the beginning of a new era in Spanish football? Will we see a repeat of Barcelona's dominance? All signs point to yes. Yes, and strongly." Conclusion. In an era of caution, Rafael Lozano's statements came like a storm, revealing the depth of transformation occurring within Spanish football. Barcelona, once mired in administrative and technical turmoil, now appears more balanced and fiercer than ever. Meanwhile, Real Madrid, the historical giant, stands at a crossroads, facing the challenge of either salvaging their season or collapsing. All eyes are on the final, but after Lozano's remarks, it's clear that hearts and minds are turning toward Catalonia. New official decision regarding Dani Olmo's status. With Barcelona, FC Barcelona received a significant legal boost ahead of the Copa del Rey final after the administrative court declared it had no jurisdiction to rule on La Liga's request to suspend Dani Olmo's temporary license. This means the player will be available to participate in the final next Saturday. Barcelona is preparing to face Real Madrid on Saturday in the final of the Copa del Rey. Dani Olmo has been one of the team's standout players this season under coach Hans Flick, despite suffering multiple injuries throughout the campaign. A morale boost for Barcelona before the match against Real Madrid. According to Mundo Deportivo, the court decided to transfer the case to the National Court, which will issue a final decision once all documents and information related to the case have been received. La Liga had filed a request to suspend the registration of certain players, including Olmo, but the administrative court rejected this precautionary measure on April 10th, affirming the validity of his registration based on a Barcelona appeal accepted on January 7th. The dispute resolution body, the other party in the case, was given 3 working days to respond, which was completed last week. After reviewing all documents, the court referred the case to the National Court as the competent authority to issue the final ruling. Although the National Court's decision may come later, the delay in resolution means Dani Olmo remains eligible to participate in the Copa del Rey final, unless an urgent ruling states otherwise. Dani Olmo's stats with Barcelona this season. The Spanish star Dani Olmo has appeared in 31 matches across all competitions for Barcelona this season, scoring 10 goals and providing 6 assists. Pau Victor clarifies his stance on leaving Barcelona. Pau Victor, the young Barcelona star, has clarified his position regarding a potential departure from the Catalan club in the upcoming summer transfer window, according to Spanish newspaper Sport on Thursday. The Catalan newspaper reported that Pau Victor wants to continue wearing Barcelona's colors next season, despite the limited playing time he has received under the management of German coach Hans Flick. Victor received several offers to leave Barcelona during the previous winter transfer window, when he was facing a crisis in registering his contract with La Liga. He rejected the offers to leave Barcelona at that time, as he only wanted to stay at the club. He intends to reject any offers that will come his way at the end of the season. Pau Victor aims to secure a larger role in Flick's lineup and hopes for more opportunities with the team, believing he has the necessary abilities to help the team in matches. It is expected that the club's sporting director, Portuguese Deco, will meet with the player's agent after the season ends to finalize discussions regarding his future, knowing that Barcelona also wants him to remain in the squad. Arsenal plans to sign Barcelona player for €65 million. Arsenal is targeting the signing of French defender Jules Koundé from Barcelona, at the request of Spanish coach Mikel Arteta. According to the Spanish newspaper Mundo Deportivo, Arteta has asked Arsenal's management to try to reach an agreement with Barcelona regarding the transfer of Koundé during the upcoming summer transfer window. The report states that Arsenal is prepared to make an official offer to Barcelona for the services of Koundé worth €65 million. It also explains that Arsenal will put strong pressure on Barcelona to accept the deal, as Jules Koundé is considered one of the club's top priorities and they will not easily give up on signing him, despite the fact that he has been a key player in Barcelona's lineup over the past 2 seasons. It is worth noting that Koundé is under contract with Barcelona until the end of 2027. Flick determines. Ter Stegen's first match. After injury reports have revealed the match in which German coach Hans Flick is likely to feature Marc-André Ter Stegen, Barcelona's goalkeeper, following his recovery from injury. Barcelona is preparing for a major clash against Real Madrid next Saturday in the Copa del Rey final. Flick has decided that Polish goalkeeper Wojciech Szczęsny will be the starting goalkeeper in the upcoming 2 matches for Barcelona, the Copa del Rey final against Real Madrid and the UEFA Champions League semi-final against Inter Milan. Despite German goalkeeper Marc-André ter Stegen recovering after a long absence of over 7 months due to a patellar tendon injury, he has not yet been included in the matchday squad. However, he is close to making a full return. According to AS newspaper, ter Stegen may gradually return to competitive play, with the possibility of making his first appearance against Real Valladolid, depending on the course of the season.